Okay, welcome everybody. Uh, Finally, I am back. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Hi. Oh, that's weird. I have it in the content channel, but it's showing as just a link though. That's dumb. All right. Hold on, just taking care of a couple things before I can like chat properly. Gotta look at chat to see. Okay, so like it's really weird. I'm gonna try ball cam for now. Actually, do you guys prefer ball camera or action camera or like I don't really know if you guys have a massive preference, but I'll just do action for now and just see how that goes. But yeah, this will be the game. The game shall now commence. And Baltimore has 8. All right. We have a game. All right, and now Will gonna be backing up quite a bit. Gonna see if he can give it to that streak, and he's just gonna unfortunately not get there in bounds. I mean, can't hate the pass there, but wishing that wide receiver can just get 2 feet in bounds. But either way, oh my goodness, he's wide open there. Warstar on the fold. And now just like that, New Orleans is now rolling. And now he's rolling right. Seeing what he can find here. He's gonna try to find the left fold. He's pretty good distance away. Unfortunately, VZ not able to come up with it in bounds. And now he's gonna be rolling right again. Gonna try to look around, see what he can find. Let's see if he can find anything. Oh my goodness, why are these two wide open? The Sun, and I think I might have been VZ too. Both of them are wide open on the left side. There has to have been a miscommunication there because you can't allow both people to get open like that. Yeah, what in the world was the deep left doing? Wasn't really guarding anyone. And if I wonder if he was seeing a ghost, but either way, playing the best RO football, I mean, it's gonna get even better and more games to come. We're not a Football Legends isn't exactly going to be a game that wants to settle on the competitive side. But either way, Reap nearly getting a touchdown there on that kick return if he could have broken free. NM Zora was so tough. The defenders didn't want to go there. I mean, I don't think you were the one that scored the touchdown, NM, but I'll take your word for it. But either way, let's see if. Hold on one sec. Oh, sorry about that, chat. I was looking at something else, but sometimes it feels like it. Maybe. You never know. But either way, let's see what we can do here. All the players were running because they didn't want to get tackled by you're not in on the field and you didn't even score the touchdown, even if you were somehow on the field. Either way, though, I guess it isn't NM when you have I guess it isn't a Football Legends game when you have NM self glazing himself in chat. I mean, either way, though, we're gonna see what happens. All right, now Coda. Oh, never mind. Timmy is gonna be quarterback for Baltimore. Now, both Baltimore and Saints, they both don't exactly have winning records, so I mean, you could say this could be a mid off, but you never know. But one of these teams could surprise us later on. I mean, Chicago last season was one of those ones that made it pretty far in the playoffs despite having a not impressive record. But you never know. These teams could get to the championship. You never know, especially if they make playoffs. Because at the end of the day, it's week 4, I think. But all right, now let's see. Timmy, he's gonna be backed up quite a bit though. Oh, he's gonna try to find. Oh, he's gonna find a split middle. Unfortunately, gonna get met up with a sack, and that's an instant 3-and-out from Baltimore, and now they are forced to punt to New Orleans. But either way, Will gonna be rolling right, gonna give it to the check down to SK Nicky. He did lag a little bit, but was able to get it nonetheless. And now Will. Oh, okay. I was looking for the little hitch there, but unfortunately could not get it to VZ. And now Will, he has a choice to make here on a 3rd and 2. Well, I mean, it's not life or death. I mean, it's not a 3-and-out because he can still not punt. Okay, well, Warstar's going to get it off the fold, and he could be gone, ladies and gentlemen, and he will be, and that is a touchdown by Warstar. I mean, this could not be a better start if you are New Orleans at the moment. And Em, it was not you. But either way, let's see if New Orleans can at least complete this PAT. Or the kicker's just going to stand there. Okay, that... Fortunately, can't make PATs like that either. But all right, let's go. Hello, Nightbot. Thank you for advertising the Discord League server for all of us to see. And now we got Timmy. Either way, okay. Well, look, it was looking for Ara Lucas on that play, but unfortunately, just slightly mistimed the walk. And now it looks like the Saint, and now it looks like New Orleans is going to be all over it. Next play, I mean, you see number 10 pressing him. And here we go, Timmy trying to dodge and weave around the defensive ends, but unfortunately couldn't get there and gets sacked and fumbles the ball. But thankfully, Flame able to recover it before it ended up being an absolute disaster for him. I mean, that like a bunch that those events happen faster than I can speak or even process them. And now Timmy, I mean, he's gonna have to make a play down the field in order to avoid another 3-and-out. Thankfully gets the ball off. Unfortunately, though, it will be a 3-and-out once more. Just Baltimore just can't seem to execute whatsoever. And now it will be New Orleans' ball once again. Son gonna be the one to be the punt returner this time. And he won't get too much out of it, but will have very good field position for this New Orleans offense. But now Will, gonna be backed up on the right side, has a wide open streak down the field. He's gonna get it. Gustavo Fring gonna give New Orleans the third touchdown this game. I don't think we've seen Gustavo Fring before, so he's a new face, I guess, for this season. New teams and new faces, I suppose. Well, actually, Saints have already been here, but last season, but we have not seen Gustavo Fring whatsoever. So proud to see a new face making a name for himself. Hold on, let me adjust my mic. But right now, this is complete butt whooping by New Orleans. Already 20-0 in the not even actually before the first quarter. I mean, again, Baltimore needs to find a way to get this ball down the field. Because right now they cannot seem to be doing anything right on offense nor defense. Their entire situation is just pray New Orleans makes it. I have no words for that. Apparently it was supposed to be to Henry there, but unfortunately just missed the check down. It seems they can't seem to get any pass going. And now R.L. Lucas gonna get the LS there, only gonna get about 3 yards. Is that the first completion of this game for Baltimore? All right, here we go. 3rd and 11. I mean, they're going to have to make a play here at the end of the day. I mean, they have plenty of time. It is the first quarter, so they don't need to score immediately. But unfortunately, they're not going to do it this drive. And Timmy's going to get sacked once more. And once again, a third 3-and-out for Baltimore. Oh my goodness, this game is not going to be for the faint of heart. The best NM is the one in chat, by the way. Because you're the only one. But either way. Will gonna give it handoff to Warstar. Unfortunately, RB suck in this game. So unfortunately, Warstar's not gonna get anywhere but 6 yards back. Either way, V2 Hazard gonna see if he can get a handoff in, see if he can be any more effective. Unfortunately, not gonna be any better. Considering he got 0 yards in that play, and now it's a 3rd and 22. This could be very bad for New Orleans if they don't complete this pass here. And thankfully for I don't know if that's good or bad for them, but we'll see. I mean, pass nearly intercepted by Baltimore, but thankfully for New Orleans, it's going to lead to a punt anyway, so I guess it was an arm punt in a way. I don't know. Oh wait, I just noticed there's NM Lover 1, 2, and 3. What the heck? You just have like 3 Google accounts or what? Well, either way, Timmy gonna be the one rolling left here. Gonna try to find the streak here. Let's see if he can hit it. Yes, he will. And Reap finally able to break 3 and hit the streak. And he's gonna get the first touchdown for Baltimore. And he's gonna get a cup of Joe to start this. How is that blacklisted? I don't know. Sure. Either way. Unfortunately, since 2-point conversions are not allowed, unless it is the 4th quarter, it will not be counted even if they do make it. But either way, Gustavo Fring Gonna try to return it himself. Gets tackled by a laggy player or something. I don't know. Number 22 is looking really laggy right now. Like you can kind of see him move weird every once in a while. But either way, Will gonna be backed up quite a bit here. Getting chased down by number 44, but let's see. Can the Ravens make a stop here? No, they will not. Gustavo Fring, he could potentially get his second touchdown of the game, and he will. Ooh, man, I spoke a lot there. What in the world? But either way, New Orleans immediately answers back. This is like I only noticed the NMs when I saw freaking like the numbers after the names. That's all I noticed. I'm like, brother, I'm like, wait a minute, they're the same. Wait, they're not the same like account. Like, wait a minute. I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit, but I don't know how annoying it's gonna get later on. But either way, Timmy. Yeah, I think one thing to yeah, that's how it is. But either way, Timmy, gonna be rolling right, gonna hit the streak there by Zach Attack. It's like a cult now. But either way, Timmy gonna be backed up quite a bit here on the right side. Thankfully, gonna give it to Cam and gonna jump uh past the LOS to get at least a gain of 3, maybe 4. I mean, right now things are looking pretty okay for the Ravens so far offensively. I think it's just defensively they've just been letting too many guys wide open down the field. But either way, Timmy gonna be looking around, seeing what he can find. All right, he's gonna try to hit the streak, and he is gonna get it to RL Lucas. Unfortunately, since he did kind of attack it a little bit when he probably shouldn't have. Unfortunately, he does not get a touchdown for the team, but I will say Baltimore is in very good field position to do so on a 1st and goal. I hiccuped a little bit. Unfortunately, they're going to take a delay of game. What in the world? Oh, was there an illegal formation? Is there even a ref this game? Yeah, I don't know who's the ref this game. Is this supposed to be Zakify or did he leave? Actually, I have no real clue. NM is ref. I mean, if you'd like to ref, that'd be fine. He decides who wins. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can't really rig it, but who would you like to win though? Timmy, you gonna get sacked for 12 yards loss there, for some reason. This is just having a daily conversation with the random NMs. I hope NM wins. Well, you're not a team either, so you gotta answer something else. Yeah, those aren't the teams playing, unfortunately. Well, unless you're a develop. Well, if I recall, NM's not a developer, so we'll beat both teams by himself. Uh, I mean, maybe have like a whole army of NMs. Just have a new team, have a whole army of NMs. Maybe that could work. Either way, Baltimore gonna try to field goal. Unfortunately, just gets nothing out of it. Secret third team. That'd be like a weird thing of just like triple threat football. How would that even work though? That'd be very awkward. Would it be like one side has the football and like two teams like have to like stop them, like stop each other from like scoring? Oh, how does that even work? Would it be just like rugby? I'm having some weird conversations right now while Zachby Attack got the interception there. I mean, that's definitely a defensive stop Baltimore needs, but they're going to need a lot more stops than that one if they want any chance to come back from this game. Either way, Timmy backed up quite a bit here. He's going to have to make a play here, and he's going to try to find the out route if he can. Thankfully, he finds R.L. Lucas there, able to attack the ball at the right time. Tina and to go undefeated. I mean, hey, if you want to make it happen, I mean, if you want to be FO and you have a team of NMs, I mean, hey, I won't stop you. Just make sure they're not all the same person though, or alting, or it'd be a weird team, but I wouldn't mind it. Either way, Ara Lucas there. I mean, Timmy able to just throw a fit there to Ara Lucas, and he's gonna get the second touchdown of the game for Baltimore. Still going on because I'm just trolling. Yeah. I'm having like the weirdest like conversations. It feels really weird. I said weird twice, but you know what I mean. Is the Glaze NM not to play as him? That would put a disgrace on him. I'm just saying I wouldn't mind it if you just had like a whole team of NMs. Like all name the exact same player just because. I don't even know if that's possible if Roblox even allows that, but it'd be really funny. I will admit that. It'd be like the easiest freaking name to pronounce, but it'd be also hard to collect stats off of all of you. Because all of you would probably have the same name. You probably confuse each other in the stats. But either way, Will gonna be backed up on the right side, gonna try to hit the right fold to V or left fold to VZ. Is this what it is? Okay, here we go though, Will. It doesn't have tried bad luck. L Roblox, just kidding. Hey, if Roblox didn't exist, we wouldn't have this game, so hey, it has its ups and downs. Tough love. But either way, Will on a 2nd and 15 here, he needs to find a way to make a play here on offense after that missed interception. Oh my goodness, what a defensive play there. VZ was about to pull it in bounds for a completed catch and a touchdown, but thankfully the deep left able to body him out of bounds, completely blocking him any opportunity to get in the end zone. That's a crazy play there. I might clip that, but either way, Warstar gonna end up getting the fold there. And he's gonna get tackled at around the 11-yard line. And now Will, with prime opportunity to score for the Saints, or score for New Orleans once more. And he's going to get to VZ. Was hiding behind the ref a little bit. It was a little hard to see him. But unfortunately, he's going to be just short of the goal line. And now, New Orleans is at the mercy of what... Or Baltimore's at the mercy of what New Orleans can do here. And he's going to give it to Sun at the goal line for the touchdown. Those where things get really interesting. Because you make one wrong move like that, and you will pay for it, and New Orleans shows that. But either way, and now New Orleans with the kick. All right, well, Baltimore is playing good enough to avoid the mercy, thankfully. I mean, I couldn't be happier for him. But either way. Oh, hello, Hazard, you're back. You're here now. Either way, Timmy. I think you might need to. We want to make this a close game, make this enjoyable, you know. Okay, well, Zach able to get the ball, but unfortunately, popped by New Orleans defense. Well, they can't do it mid-drive, I don't think, so woohoo. Timmy gonna try to throw it on the hitch route to F1. Not gonna get the first down quite yet, but they are on a 3rd and 1, so they can go for it on the 4th down if they wish to. If they are unable to get it. Let's see. Alright, Timmy gonna give it to Ara Lucas on the midfold here. Gonna see if he can try to break free, but no, he cannot. But either way, Timmy. All right, Timmy gonna see if he can try to find the streak there to Ara Lucas, I think. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get there. Was it R.L. Lucas? Yeah, it was R.L. Lucas. But either way, Timmy, gonna see if he can convert on the 2nd and 15 here. And it looks like he's gonna give it the check down to Cam. Gonna miss one man. Let's see if he can at least dive in at the first down. No. The hesitance stops him from doing it. And now we got a 3rd and inches. This could be very interesting. Uh-oh. And now it's a 4th and inches. This could be really bad for Baltimore if they are unable to convert. I mean, this could go either way. And here we go. It's going to be caught by Coda. And just like that, the touchdown is made. I mean, that could not be an any better of a pass there, right over the short's head. Or was that the deep? Yeah, that was, yeah, I think it was the deep right. Yeah, right over the deep right's head. Deep right was expecting some kind of VC play. Timmy was able to read that and boom, pass it to him nearly perfect, or near perfectly. I mean, you can't have it better than that. I don't really know if that was exactly his thought process, but I think you kind of just learn a lot of things though when you sort of look at everything. I would not mind a football game where you have like abilities. I would not mind that. I mean, the only ability like we have technically is like pump fake, hit stick, and truck. I guess if you want to call those abilities, but I wouldn't mind if there were a little bit more. But either way, Will. I don't really feel like wide receiver needs one though. I feel like they're fine on their own. But either way, Will getting back to quite a bit here. V2 Hazard gonna get the check down there, but only gonna get about a gain of 1 or 2. And now this is a 3rd and 13. This could be a huge defensive stop for Baltimore if they are able to stop them here. But again, we'll see what happens. Unless he's going to try to find the right fold. Is he going to get it? Yes, Warstar going to escape the first defender and break free. But can he get any more? No, he cannot. But he is going to get a good 48-yard gain on that play. I'm really liking this New Orleans offense right now. They are just taking their time. And unfortunately, that ball is going to be overthrown just a little bit. But I am really liking New Orleans' gameplay right now, especially offensively. And now it's going to be a toss-up 2v1, or 2v3. And Warstar, with the odds in their favor, able to get the ball on that toss and score a touchdown. I mean, I think this is Warstar's 2nd, I believe, so this will be his. I mean, so far I am really enjoying New Orleans' gameplay right now. They're just doing really well. This ain't Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm just kidding. Either way. Actually, was that X Factor introduced in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or was it Infinite? Either way, Coda gonna get the catch there somehow, some way. I feel like I'm like rambling too much. I mean, now I'm just like randomly going off topic for like just one moment, and then I forget I have to commentate a game, and then. But either way, the walk they're gonna be failed there by Timmy. Just couldn't. I feel like they could execute on these walks a lot better, but either way, Timmy gonna see if he can find anything. O-line able to at least buy him a little bit of time. And he's gonna give it to the fold from Zach B. Attack. And he's gonna get out in the end zone and score. Somehow able to dodge one defender and get to it before anyone could attack him. I mean, that's a heck of a play there by Zach Attack. Yeah, able to dodge 2 defenders somehow. And I mean, I'll give credit where it's due. Baltimore is keeping this game interesting. I mean, just interesting enough to watch, but right now the problem is that New Orleans has 45 seconds, and if I was New Orleans right now, I would not be in any rush to score, especially when you don't want to give Baltimore any time on the clock to do something with it. So if I were New Orleans, I'd play a bit conservatively until you need to rush on scoring, but that's just me. I mean, I'm not really the New Orleans, so I can't control what they do. But either way, it looks like it was going to be LS there. Unfortunately, just failed it. Didn't really waste any time on the clock, so it didn't really affect them all that much. And he's going to get on the out route for a 5-yard gain. Since he was in, and Gustavo was out of bounds, did run out of bounds, he is going to stop the clock, and it will be a 3rd and 9. But now Will has a chance to convert here, and he's going to give it to the left fold to VZ. Unfortunately, since he dived forward, it will be a 4th down. I mean, that's definitely not good. If New Orleans fails here, I mean, they aren't going to be able to convert. Thankfully, Warstar is there on the check down. And just like that, New Orleans still has the ball. And now Will going to be backed up quite a bit. It looks like this is going to be a toss-up, ladies and gentlemen. Whether Baltimore likes it or not, here we go. Is the odds in their favor? Somehow they did catch it, but unfortunately, it will not be halftime. I mean, it should be, but either way, it looks like it's going to be a one-on-one fade. And Sun able to convert on it just barely. I mean, that could not have been any better of a score there. I mean, he may have been out of bounds, but game says no. And just like that, Baltimore able to make this at least a 20-point game. 21 if they're able to get this PAT, and they will. Sorry about that, chat. Had to do something. But either way, Baltimore will get the ball in the second half, thankfully, so they can potentially make this game a bit closer. But I mean, that defense needs some major adjustments. If they want to have any chance of coming back into this game, they need huge turnovers. Because in terms of Roblox football, it's pretty much you get a turnover or you don't. There's not a lot of chances to 3 and out a team. Well, unless you're New Orleans, who's done that 3 times already. But either way, Coda gonna give it to him. Gonna get given the pass on the fold. And now Timmy, let's see if he can get anything rolling on this offense. All right, and Timmy has a bit of space here. He's going to try to give it to the streak or fold or whatever. Does Zach be attack? And he's going to dodge a couple defenders once again. And just like that, what an answer right back for Baltimore. I will say I do love Zach B. Attack's dodging capabilities or elusive capabilities. And did you teach Zach B. Attack that? Did you teach him that how to be very elusive? Are you the Shifu to his Poe? I'm just kidding. I don't really know. Either way, Zach be attacking. Glad what you're doing. I like your elusiveness. It's pretty good. I taught their team how to team. I have no idea what that means, but I'll believe you. But either way, Will gonna give it to Warstar. It's just a really good fit there on that streak. Able to burn the short. Taught all how to angle. Yeah, that makes sense. Either way, I don't know if angling had anything to do with that, but either way, I'm gonna give it to Gustavo Fring on that streak. but unfortunately not able to get a touchdown quite there. Going to be just inches away from the end zone, and he's going to take it a run himself, somehow able to dodge a defender with a hurdle. And just like that, New Orleans immediately going to score right back. I mean, I get it. There's plenty of time. Anything can happen in the third quarter, but this Ravens defense needs to learn how to not leave wide open guys down the field. I mean, if you lose a toss up, that's one thing, but leaving someone completely wide open, that's not exactly what you want to do. Here, give me one sec. Sorry about that. I had to type with someone. Either way, sorry about that chat, but either way, Timmy on a 3rd and 15. They need to find a way to convert here, if anything possible. And Timmy trying to look around. He's going to get safetied. Oh my goodness. You do not want that. Anything but that. Timmy was held onto the ball for too long there. Longer than he wanted to, but either way. And now Baltimore's chances of coming back is just slipping away off of their fingers. And now Hall of Fame Void going to be the one to return it here. I feel like I've seen Hall of Fame Void like quite a bit in these games. Probably because he may or may not be a walk-on, but who knows. But either way, Hall of Fame Void. Gonna give it to V2 Hazard there. I don't really know what they were running there. It looked like 3 tight ends or something. I have no clue. But either way, Hall of Fame Void gonna be the quarterback now for New Orleans. But let's see if anything is possible here. Oh no, that's not who you want to get. Okay, thankfully for Hall of Fame Void, that was not interception, because that would have been a dime right to the defense. But either way, you got a 3rd and inches here. Unfortunately, Will not able to run it here, thanks to defensive ends. And he's going to get sacked for 32 yards. And there you go. That's a stop Baltimore needs here. Maybe they can make up for that safety misplay in exchange for a touchdown. Who knows? I mean, this is third quarter, very early in the third quarter, so anything's possible. Especially with how quick offenses can score in this game. But either way, Flame gonna escape New Orleans defense for a little bit, but unfortunately gonna get tackled around the 48-yard line. And here we go. Gonna be a streak there to Ara Lucas. Gonna jump over defender somehow, but gets met with the deep right. And now we got a 1st and 15 at the 19-yard line. Let's see if Timmy can make any play happen here. He's gonna give it to Cam on the LS. And he's gonna get about 6 to 7 yards on that play. No, I'm not saying the brain rot. And now we have Timmy. He's going to be backed up quite a bit. And he's going to give it to Zach B. Attack, able to win the 2v1 toss. I think he might be NM because what in the world? You chatted that way too early there. Zach B. Attack just able to win the 2-on-1 toss. I mean, you want to talk about offensive player on Baltimore, you gotta mention Zach B. Attack. I mean, if Baltimore somehow, some way wins this Super Bowl prize, I mean, I think Zach B. Attack is gonna get a good chunk of that 10,000 Robux prize. I mean, definitely not the whole thing, but I think he's gonna get at least 1,000. Maybe more than that, maybe like 2,000. If he keeps playing like this. But we'll see what happens. I mean, all these teams, I mean, either one of these teams can make playoffs. Saints, I mean, New Orleans looking for their first win after being 0-3, and Baltimore just trying to get a winning record. So both of these teams definitely need a win. I mean, hey, yeah, I can't disagree with that. There's a little bit of good stuff in every player. There's a lot of potential. Some may be just better than others, but some may not be good yet. You never know. But either way, Warstar gonna end up fighting the out route here, or the fold, either one. It is kind of hard to like exactly detail routes in this game because sometimes they kind of like do like, oh, a fold, and then they do a streak, and then they do like an out or whatever, and it's like really funky. But either way, VZ gonna end up getting the short little streak there. It just barely able to dive in bounds. I mean, that's a pretty impressive catch, though. I'm not gonna lie. But either way, Will gonna try to give it to VZ again. Unfortunately, he's gonna get popped. I mean, so far this has been pretty all right defense from Baltimore so far, outside of that last drive. Hopefully they can at least continue that. And Will gonna take off around himself. Unfortunately, just not gonna get too far with it. And now it's a 3rd and 10, maybe a 3rd and 11. I mean, we'll see if. All right, and Sun not gonna be able to get the first down there, and it's gonna be 4th and inches. I mean, if you're Baltimore, you got to be careful of a run here. I mean, you got to be very careful here of a run, especially down the middle. It seems that Baltimore's defensive ends are preparing for that. All right, thankfully, it's not going to be a run for now. Or will it? I don't know why you don't rush 2 there. Yeah, what is Baltimore doing? I don't know why you rush 2 there, but either way, going to be a fit on the left side. Fortunately, just going to be slightly overthrown. But yeah, I don't really know why Baltimore didn't rush 2 there. Uh-oh. It's a 4v2. Somehow, Reap gonna get the interception there, winning the 2v4. I mean, mathematically, it was a 1 in 3 chance. So, I mean, that's pretty lucky on their part. But either way, Timmy has a prime opportunity to make this about a 1-scoring game if they can. Ara Lucas gonna get the catch there, but gonna get tackled immediately for a 32-yard gain. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you are paying off the refs. I'm just kidding. Cam gonna truck here. Unfortunately, gonna get 2-yard loss because running back sucks in this game. And here we go. Let's see if Timmy can make up for that 2-yard loss. And Timmy's gonna be looking to run here. Gonna get a block there, but fortunately not gonna quite get the first down, but will be enough to be a 3rd and 8. I mean, depending on if he gets sacked or not, maybe they can go for it on 4th down. And it looks like he's going to try to fire the streak, and it's a fit right to Coda. Okay, this is a game, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, PAT is going to be blocked. And now Will, gonna be backed up pretty deep here. And now it's gonna be Warstar with the fold. And with potentially the final play of the 3rd quarter, let's see what it will cook up for this New Orleans offense. And it looks like it's gonna be a full to Hall of Fame void. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. And looks like it's gonna be. Wait. Okay, I was completely distracted. I was typing something. What in the world happened? Oh, he greeted on the streak there to VZ. F1 able to read it. I mean, that's definitely another stop that Baltimore needs. And now, F1. Gonna get the little tiny fold there on the hitch. And now, Timmy. Let's see if he can make this at least a one-scoring game. Since it is the fourth quarter, they can go for two, but it's not going to be enough to take the lead. But maybe if you can make it just a little bit closer. And it looks like it's going to be a fold to F1 there. Or was it Zachby attack? I don't really know for sure. But either way, Timmy gonna try and see if he can give it to the check down from Cam. Thankfully gonna shake off a defender just long enough to get positive yardage on that play. Only gonna be good for about 5 yards, but anything's a gain. Nearly gonna get sacked there. Was trying to give it to Cam, but thankfully was able to get it off before he got sacked. And now it's a 3rd and 9. This could be very interesting for Baltimore, depending on if they can go for it on the 4th here. It looks like he's going to try to find the mid-fold to Ara Lucas. And he's going to get a 34-yard gain, and that will be good enough for a first down. And there we go, Zachby attack. Once again, gonna get that. Is that his 3rd touchdown? Or is that his 4th? I mean, I'm going to say it's a hat trick because that catch is unbelievable. He might have already gotten a hat trick, either one. But man, I think you might have some competition for wide receiver of the year. NM might have some competition here statistically. Unfortunately, going for 2, not able to convert, but I mean, I don't think it matters too much, and it will be an onside kick. And let's see who gets it. Unfortunately, New Orleans, Gustavo Fring. Gonna end up getting the ball on that down. And here we go. It's gonna be a check down there to Nicky, but fortunately not gonna be completed, and will be a 2nd and 15. I mean, right now, Baltimore needs this stop right now if they want to take the lead this game for the first time. And here we go. Unfortunately, not able to get Warstar out of bounds. Gonna complete the right fold, and here we go. Baltimore needs to stop right now more than ever. This is the perfect time to do it at around the red zone. Will's gonna be backed up quite a bit here, able to find a little split here, and VZ gonna end up getting the touchdown. And there you go. New Orleans not choking a lead that easily. Just gonna reel it in bounds. I mean, come on. We can't say that. I mean, it's hard to say that Baltimore isn't playing good right now, but New Orleans just able to maintain the start that they have. I mean, right now, though, I mean, Baltimore is going to have to get a defensive stop and be able to score right back. I mean, it's not just defense that needs to make a play here. It's offense, too, to at least keep this game competitive. I mean, all it takes is one onside kick, though. That is the thing. But that is provided if they score. New Orleans only going to rush 1 at the moment. Going to try to get the streak to Coda. Coda able to reel it in bounds, and that'll be good enough for a first down. With 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. And here we go. He's going to try to find the out route to Zachby attack. Going to see if he can make a defender miss. Unfortunately, he's going to just take a dive and play it safe. And now Timmy. All right, and it looks like Timmy's going to take off and run himself. Able to dodge 2 defenders before going out of bounds. And now Timmy. I mean, with a 2nd and 6, this could be Baltimore's prime opportunity to score here. Oh, apparently New Orleans has 7? Oh, that's not what you want there. Unfortunately, that will be, there will be backed up at the 15-yard line. I don't know if that was a strategic thing New Orleans did, but yeah, it was a force. They can't run in a 7v8, especially when they're the 8. So that is a rule in this game. I mean, that's unbelievable. Well, it looks like the ref's going to be taking a bit to enforce the rule of, sorry, not running a. All right, well, either way, it looks like nothing's going to be enforced apparently. I guess they just got a warning, I suppose, but either way, an LS play there to F1, not going to lead really much. And now Timmy with a choice here on a 3rd and 4. I mean, honestly, anything but turn over the ball would be ideal. And he's going to give it outside. Coda, unfortunately, just jumps too late. And what could have been a touchdown becomes an incomplete. And now all the pressure is on Baltimore because who knows if they're going to get the ball back. And right now, let's see if Baltimore can at least make a play here. And he doesn't. It's going to be turnover on downs. The offensive line just not able to block. And now New Orleans has the ball with plenty of time left to do whatever they want, really. And now SK Nicky gonna get the check down there on the outside to make it a 2nd and 11. And now Will. And he's gonna get the fold to Warstar. Gonna dive in there. And now Warstar gonna put Baltimore at a very risky situation. And now New Orleans is going to wisely milk the clock as much as they can here. And now Will gonna find the split if he can. Unfortunately, Zachby Attack did come up with an interception, but unfortunately it was out of bounds. So that won't be completed, but Will gonna be backing up, trying to find some space here. Gonna try to see if he can give it to VZ on the fold. But unfortunately, like last time, it will be an interception, but thankfully for New Orleans, it will be incomplete. And now Will, with a 3rd and 15, they need to make a completion or a 1st down here, but will they get it is the question. And he's going to try to find the midfold to Gustavo Fring, and just like that, another 1st down. And this is where, if you're Baltimore, I would start calling timeouts right now after this play here, because things might get pretty ugly later on. And now Will going to be backed up quite a bit here, taking as much time as he needs to throw this ball. Unfortunately, since that was an incomplete pass, that does stop the clock, which will end up favoring Baltimore quite a bit here. But, I mean, at the end of the day, is that going to matter? Never going to go, not giving up, yep. Either way, Will going to be backed up quite a bit there. Again, going to take as much time as he needs to throw this. And here we go. Unfortunately, going to be overthrown once again, saving another timeout for Baltimore. I mean, right now, they need to convert on this 3rd and 15. I mean, if you're Baltimore here, do you even let him score? And it looks like he's going to try to find the walk or the streak, either one. And now it's going to be 4th and 15. And now Will is going to go for it. And now this makes this interesting because if New Orleans makes a stop here, unfortunately, they aren't going to be able to, and SK Nicky gonna convert on the 4th and 15, and now timeouts are going to be called by Timmy. I mean, is it too late though? I mean, I think it might be too little, too late. I think New Orleans might run away with this and get their 1st win of the season. And now Will gonna give it to Sun, and he's unfortunately not gonna get a touchdown here. Timmy gonna call a timeout. Just trying to save as much clock as he can to hopefully score as many touchdowns as he can if he can get even a stop. I mean, because right now this is a very bad situation for Baltimore. I mean, I just don't see how you could win this without miracle play after miracle play. Because again, I mean, Will's probably just going to take a lot of time off that clock. I mean, he's in no condition not to. And he's just going to throw it outside. That does save a timeout, though. But I mean, again, he wasted 10 seconds off of that clock. Like, you're not going to have time to do anything. Oh, he does get a sack, though. That does save a lot of time. If Timmy can call a timeout. Wait, no, the clock's going to stop. I thought the clock would keep going, but apparently not. And now Will gonna fire it. That is a turnover on downs. Okay, there is a small chance. There is a small chance. It is, again, very small. But I could see Baltimore running away with this game. Okay, but I know the chance is very, very small, but I could see Baltimore running away with this game if they're able to score here before the clock runs out. But I don't think there will be enough time. And just like that, the game is over. And just like that, New Orleans runs away with it. Wow, this crazy carries on running back. Yeah, running. Yeah, if anyone wants to tell you that running back is good in this game, just look at this. Like, tell me how running back is good here when the total amount of rushing yards from running backs is 0. Is like not even 0, just negative. Like, what the heck is this? It's disappointing to see, but like, all the running backs had negative yardage. But either way, though, congrats to New Orleans. I mean, I also, shout out to Baltimore as well. They put up a heck of a fight, but unfortunately, it was not enough to stop New Orleans from getting an early lead. Sorry there, I just sneezed a little bit, but I'm good now. I mean, I will say though, overall, I mean that definitely was an enjoyable game. Nonetheless, I mean, I can't deny that. Made you sneeze. Sorry about that. Whatever. But either way, though, I mean, I can't knock Baltimore that much. I mean, they did have a pretty awful start, but they kind of did do really well. I think if they were a bit better early game, I think Baltimore probably could have won, but again, it just kind of shows the early game is just as important as the late game. Just if you can't win early, it's pretty hard to come back even if you do really well late game, and that kind of shows with just how offensively favored the meta is. But I mean, it also kind of goes on the flip side. But I mean, it's just hard to maintain a lead consistently in these kind of games, especially when defense is probably incredibly volatile and on the weaker end. But I don't know, it makes it really weird. But either way, thank you guys for watching though. I mean, shout out to everyone here and all the NMs with their uh constant chatting. I like the engagement. I don't really know if it does anything for the algorithm, but it's something. I'll take it over nothing. The NM clan. I mean, it might as well have been. Maybe if you guys all have like NMs in your name, and then just like have it like different thing. I have it like maybe be like different names, like not just TTGNM. It could be like um something else. Like it could just have NM in the name though. Just have a whole team of that, and maybe it'd be easier to like keep track of. Have like a whole clan of them, a whole team in CFL. I mean, I'm gonna leak something too, and I'm not saying it's 100% confirmed. Oh gosh. But yeah, I'm not now. I'm gonna leak a small little thing if you haven't heard what's going on, and I'm not saying it's 100% confirmed, so don't take what I say with like 100% fact. But there is a rumor that we could be restarting the season, especially with the massive increase of members that we've had on our Discord league. There is a good chance that we could reset the server if players want to, like, if more players want to join in BFO. No, I just thought I should say it because I'm kind of working with them, and I just want to keep everyone updated on what's happening. And again, I'm not saying it's 100%. This is not 100% going to happen because it might not. But I'm just saying, like, it's in the realm of possibility. Let's just say that it could restart. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it will restart. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it could, because I think it would be very bizarre, especially when we're around the mid-season, to to do that. So again, I'm not saying it's 100%, but I'm just saying it's in the possibility, especially depending on what happens. Will I take ownership of Infinity Sports? I mean, that would cost a lot of Robux though if you did try to do that. Probably, provided if it was even, you know, viable. Although it probably wouldn't be just simple than just buying it. But I feel like you'd have to know like coding and designing, or like have some contribution to the Legends games and whatever else Infinity Sports has planned. Yeah, now he's thinking, hey, maybe if you get the 10,000 Robux, it could be. Hey, maybe if your team gets a Super Bowl prize, maybe you could own it. Maybe it could give you progress. I don't know. I'm just being dumb. I'm not taking anything literally. But but either way though, thank you guys for watching though. It's been really fun. I've had fun just chatting away and talking about random stuff and watching an actually surprisingly close game. I mean, it wasn't like the last play like Cincinnati and Miami, but like it was really good. Like it felt pretty satisfactory to me. Like I had my fill. Yeah, I had fun too. But either way, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Woohoo!